Hello, everybody. Kind of like wake up a while back, but it was good. It was good. It's good to be kind of like a refresh and went a little bit deep in meditation and then kind of like take a nap, but it was good. Wake up right on time to do the video about the truth and what that does to your soul. When we're talking about a truth for it, we're talking about the things as they are. One of the main thing you go by the truth is it is what it is. But what it is, that has been kind of like talked so much. It's been affecting soul connections. Uh, Lisa, hi Lisa, thank you for being here. And the truth has been missing, and some of the times you feel the connections, you feel the things, you know the truth deep inside of you. But the actual truth in the present is little different than the truth that you felt deep inside of you and what to believe in the truth. You need to understand the truth is very powerful. It has the healing abilities for it. Is the only one thing that actually heals deep within the soul. She's got this power of magical power of healing. And when you get the truth within yourself, when you accept the truth within yourself, you begin to heal. There is this quote, it doesn't matter what happened, the soul knows how to heal itself. Yes, the soul knows how to heal itself, and that's what making this video right now. It is about the truth. Most of the into the religions, into the things, even to the old shamanism. Okay, the whole role of the person you go for your spiritual needs or for problems in life always had to do one thing: to be truthful, to find your truth, to find your time, and they were patient with you to find the truth, and then you will find your peace. But the people who doesn't find the peace, they have something they hold on. They have something to hide, or they have things that they don't want to come out on the surface. So the truth doesn't want to be popped out. And you see these people with heavy weight on them, like the weight of the lie, the weight of the secret. So whatever the weight is, it's coming out, and that's kind of like begin to be. If the person continues over the years, and that's including me, okay, I'm not saying the deal, okay, but I learned that to be truthful, to be vulnerable, to be honest, and that was the only way I could heal myself. It wasn't the other way around. Um, During the awakening of the twin flame relationship, I learned this process of being truthful because of what it was. The people see it, but the person didn't see it. Why? Because the person holds the things inside of them for one way, for one reason, for whatever that could have been. So once I found the truth within me, the things begin to be more evolved, the things to begin to be more rising up. Okay, and that truth within the soul, okay, it helps you to evolve faster, stronger, in a proper way. Okay, uh, Are you accepting the truth though? Acceptance within the truth, it is a big issue because people have tendency to see the truth only from the one side of the coin. And when they see only through their side, they begin to say, "Well, that was the truth. That was the things. That's not what it was." And that kind of like begins to create problems within themselves. It is very good to see the truth of the both sides. It doesn't matter what it is going on. Okay. Um, the truth within the shamanism was when you're truthful, you were attracting things in your life like happiness. You understand the things the way they are. You probably won't find it very often exactly that energy of this. Maybe you will find it in some of the regions where it's like in the Russian tundra, or you go into the Eskimos, where the people, in order to do what they have to do in life and to achieve what they need to achieve, they have to be truthful. The way of life. Hi, Ray. Thank you for being here. So, the life is teaching them to have a simple life, but because it's a harsh environment, they understand that without the truth, they won't survive. So, the truth is crucial for their survival. However, here and nowadays up here, we have a tendency to lie to ourselves. We have a tendency to lie to others just so we can fit in within their circle or to fit in someplace. Okay. And there's been a lot of issues when it comes into the soul connections because into the soul connections, whatever you did in the past, when it comes to surface, you feel like those lies will damage your connections. Now that fear of the truth damaged the connections. Okay, I I've seen it so many times for so many occasions. Okay, um, even though the last night we talked with Nick Matula. He's a very spiritual guy, and he also, if you've been watching some of my videos, I used his music as a background, and we talk about the truth. And I mentioned to him that the truth was the base of the Stoicism. Okay, the Stoicism is something that, like the code, the written code, as how to proceed in life with this. It is the base. It's kind of like something. I mean, how they explain it to you? I'm trying to use in a normal, simple words without trying to confuse you or anything for. But Star Wars, okay, if you're a Star Wars fan, it's based out of the Stoicism, okay, that mystic part of being a Jedi. It's taken from there, okay. That's what this is. That um, but to Margaret, hi Margaret, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. But when we talk about the truth, you have this 100% truth that it's inside of you. You maybe only see the one side, but if you think that is the truth, say it. Okay, don't hold on to it. Like, don't do it, whatever that is. I mean, I see some people who all their life, most of their life, they've been forced to lie, to cheat, and so on. And all of a sudden, this person is kind of like came to this crash moment when they admit everything of the wrongdoing, they realize the wrongdoing, and they begin to change, they begin to evolve. And you see this magical healing that happens from within when they begin to take on the life. And all of a sudden, the health issues goes away, uh, their appetite returns, the sharpness in the eyes begin, and they begin to live with the truth because they understand the power of the truth. The problem it is do you really have to go to this harsh, broke state of the truth? And once you tell the truth inside of you, all that energy inside of you, though, when you kind of like invest of holding all this stuff, all of a sudden that energy is now available to you. That energy begins to give you wings to fly. That energy begins to, you don't care anymore about the opinion of things. You don't care about the past because you know past is the past. It is what it is. It happened what it's happened. Okay? If something happened for a reason. But the magical part is you heal. What do you heal though? You heal your soul, and from the soul, you heal your heart, and from your heart, you heal your body. That's what the power of the truth is. For example, if you've been or you know about the book Heal Your Life on Louise Hay, you will look at it in there that she gives you an example. If something hurts in you, what was your problem? And she gave you a remedy of what you need to do in order to fix the problem. Okay. But if you pay attention in there, she tells you the problem, she tells you what to do because it has something to do with truth, the truth inside of you. Okay. The truth that is inside of you that create all this. And this is why by looking at deep inside of you with the truth, you remove the illusion, confusion, and so on and so on. And you begin with that purity of the truth. The purity of the truth has that purification process that comes in as energy inside of you. That purifications that you were seeking somebody to help you, somebody to give you, someone things, but everything was inside of you. Uh, Once you confess everything that you need to have for the person who's been really done the proper confession, okay, that person heals. Why? How many explanations of confession has been done it? Okay, but once the confession hits, it is important you not to go back to the ways you are used to be. It is about to renew your life, and that power of renewing your life is going to help you. I mean, it's going to help you in a tremendous way in your personal evolution and development. You're going to become this blooming flower that just shines and bright, and it's a perfect example for it. People is going to get in around it. Now, there's going to be some people, including in your family, probably, they won't accept you at the beginning because they cannot do the things that you do. I mean, even your immediate family, like maybe parents, kids, or aunts, uncles, and so on and so on, they won't. The reason is because they cannot overcome the fears of being truthful. There were probably people told them to be truthful, but they didn't do it anyway because it's more easy to get something with the lie compared to get something with the truth. And they haven't learned that way. Uh, and because we don't have a harsh environment that will need to be dependent of survival. But if you look at it on a soul level, we have a very harsh life of survival, very harsh life of survival, because we take into everything in a different and more easy way. We find the easy three-dimensional things in us. And now it's more easy to do the things. Okay? It's more easy. But to believe through the truth and honesty, it doesn't happen. So the process within the soul and the divine, it has to do with the truth. You probably know that when you find the truth inside of you, how everything's changing inside of it. You have more energy. You're this new being, and every time you get in a more and more information, more and more information comes to you, and the truth begins to kind of like flow, and you getting addicted to that. It becomes kind of like addiction, okay, and opens this love. But the love is a connection, is a power. Sometimes you don't see the lies because you believe everyone is like you. And that belief that everyone is like you is going to teach you to live in the truth that nobody is like you. So the truth is has this magical power of that. Okay, the truth is the force that magically get its own way in through the universe. The truth is the planets are out there spinning right now into the solar system. It is what it is. The truth is right now you're breathing air, you're watching Dio. There you go, that is your truth inside. But take a look in your inner world. What is the truth? And what is your dreams? What is your reality? Do this reality checks. Because these reality checks during your process of the journey, you will get to this level of being able to see the things as they are, the people as they are, and look inside of you. Do you see yourself as who you are? Sometimes that internal work of who you are becomes to help you to heal. You heal the bloodlines. You, even though the people don't understand, you're the black sheep. I did the video of the black sheep, but um, they think like you're awkward and so on and so on. At the end, you have this knowledge inside of you that the things are much more easier to you than anything else. I mean, you just tell them the truth right in the eye without even the blink, and they're like, "Wow, what did you do with old Dio?" Okay, they know the things about the old. All right, if someone treating you about your past, but you're not there anymore, guess what? You're not there anymore. You're not. And when you begin to be more truthful to everybody, you begin to open up new vibrations that change the world. As long as you have the abilities inside of you and make a constant decisions about that truth. What the energy heals, though, inside that healing for the truth has this. How would I explain it to you? It's got like a highest rank of vibrations in there between you and the divine. Okay, when you're truth within yourself and the divine knows the truth, there is this magical miracle connections. It's kind of like doesn't matter what happened in your life, all the certain things kind of like getting orchestrated differently. They get an orchestrate magically somehow, some way, for some reasons. And people call these things miracles. Well, that's what the miracles are. The miracle is the truth and the divine within you. That's how they work together. You can't work the one without the other. Your personal relationship with God, personal relationship with the universe, with everything, is determined as miracles. Or some of the people they trying to manipulate this things or do certain things, and they trying to create this parts of manifestation that is actually coming from manipulations. And when you do the things out of the manipulations, the manifestations they don't work, and that is the harsh truth inside for it. 1111, hello from Japan. Hi, how are you? Konnichiwa. Um, and insight during this process with the divines, these energies of it, uh, begins to open your internal visions in you during those internal visions. Okay, that truth, that energy of the truth, helps you to navigate in life. You get it oriented in different places. Wow, Lisa, thank you. You're doing this for a second time. I really appreciate it. This seeking of the truth has been given the sight of the third eye of your intuitions begin flow. The only blind side is when the truth could be manipulated. Maybe you see something, but it's not. And you have to look at it, the things always within the other side. Because sometimes you can be misled what the truth is. But deep inside of you, you may feel like something is off, something is not right. And you begin to look. Maybe you're the person inside of you who actually did something that wasn't right. Maybe you didn't understand something. Maybe you did something for the very first time and you don't understand things. And in Twin Flames, when we talk about this, for it, because when at the very first time you see a people with this kind of like a high vibrations, and you're not truthful and honestful in there, you all guys know what's going on in there. There's going to be a separation, waiting periods, and so on until you evolve to this to be the truth. The lack of truth prevents the soul to live properly, to have the proper energies from within, to have the proper things in life. And all of a sudden, the disasters are coming. And disaster keeps coming until they kind of like it's forcing you to be the truth. I mean, the truth will be told sooner or later. Most of you maybe are not familiar with, but in the Orthodoxy, after somebody passed away, they kind of like, I don't want to say celebrate, but they just kind of like given this sermon after the 40th day. And we have a little discussion here about this, why the 40th day? And I helped the person in there, and I told him, listen, there is a 40, what they called in the Orthodoxy, mitarstva, which is every day there is a 40 angels and a devil. That's a 40 days that they begin to kind of like conform with you. What is the truth? What is the real truth? For example, if that was a friends, if you lie to your friends, how many friends did you lie? And the devil pulls right there that scroll of everything you do. And the angel says, well, that is the friends he tell the truth. And they have the discussions about your friendships. For example, I was looking into to the videos that goes on. But this is kind of like uh, over the time when the soul passed, of course, you know all the truth. Okay, you know everything that happens, and that truth will ultimately guide you to the highest level of connections with the divine love. Now, when the divine love comes in, the divine love is constantly within you. For the gate into the paradise that you want to go back in is the truth. Adam and Eve in is the truth. Adam and Eve, according to the legend, they left the paradise, that state of the paradise, into the internal world because of the lie. They lied to God. What did you do? But God knew what is he doing, and it's punished them to be outside of it. And now they have to go out there and suffer and hide and don't be who they are. And here is outside of this state of truth for they're false persons. We are wearing a face mask. We are ashamed of what happened, what we did, and we worry about that. The others will know our dirty things that we did. Those become a secrets, and then they become a patterns. It's toxic way of life. But as far as the twin flames goes, um, what about the Bogomils? Hi from Dubai. Uh, yeah, I will talk about a little bit about the Bogomils. Yes, it's a the very good thing. John, I will mention about it. Oh, that energy of the Bogomils is just so strong with you, John. Man, it just tossed me like off. You probably know a lot about the Bogomils or something with you. I don't know. Um, so we are as a twin flames. Why? The crucial part is why do we have to be a truth? You can't get into that state back in if there is no truth. The divine doesn't allow it. Be honest and truthful to yourself, even if you're not in the union with your twin flame, but with your darn self and the divine. Be truthful there, okay? Because that leads you to your evolution. Okay, be that is a crucial thing because that's what the divine looks for. You think the divine doesn't want you to be go back in the paradise? No, they want you to be. They probably want it more than you do. They want you to be with your twin flame. They want you to be with that love more than you do. That's what is those push, those rush, those energies, those things that are out there. But we have no tendency of this. We're not used to this. We forgot what it needs to be. We forgot to be truthful. We got to be honest. We got to be forgot to be 100% of who we are as the way we are. This 100% is that what the divine looks for. That's what is your this inner work. That is this energy that it's kind of like driving you. I drive you nuts and you get there, or you drive you positive and you get there. either way, to the negative, to positive side. It's gonna get you, it's gonna drag you some point into there. It's a journey that's no escape from. The only thing that it's escape is you. The only person who prevents you from this success is you. Okay. Talking about the Bogomils, for the Bogomils, it's similar to the Stoicism, because they didn't actually believe it in God. They believed more into the universe. They believed more into the light, into the energies. They begin to be getting more. They accept. They're very close. If you, John, go ahead and research your things, the Bogomils, it's kind of like a more closely to Caucasian neo-paganism. Okay, go and research it in there. You will find it very close to this. It is going to be a very powerful. Yes, the truth there was very powerful inside, but the Bogomils tried when they begin to spread. They were taken as errors, and later on, it was kind of like a destroyed. They look at it into religion, but they don't really kind of like lived into the religion as much. They were connected so much into this connections with nature. They believed to this life the way it was, not the life that was kind of like demand to be uh, for. To remind you that the Bogomils begins because of the, if you're familiar with the history, back into the Caucasus region. Okay, um, that's what they call Caucasian. Okay, as race. From there was this Iranian civilizations, this knowledge that was there. That if you look around the one side there on those region, over the mountains, when you cross the mountains there, you will go in entering Tibet and China. The other side, little bit down below, it's Pakistan, India. Down, it's Iran. And right there, if you research the neo-paganism, uh, the neo-paganism for you will find that the neo-paganism, that religion that proto-Bulgarians had, or the people who originate in Bulgaria, I mean, they control that land, and they controlled what today is Russia and Ukraine, all that territory right now. There it's on the top of the north side of the Black Sea, and then they moved down to Bulgaria. We have a lot of artifacts of proto-Bulgarians in Ukraine and today's Russia and the Caucasus region, and they brought our cultures in with them. The Bogomils was sort of what's left over come out of this. There was a lot of rebellion after Bulgarians accept the Orthodoxy as the official religion but the original, the most proper um, uh, proto-Bulgarian spirituality that was there, it was kind of like begin to be hidden, to be forgotten. Probably there was this sharing within the secrets, because if you don't know, King Boris in Bulgaria all of a sudden decide to kill 50 of his top mans, and everyone until the 10th line from within, just because they were wearing it what's called a tamga. Tamga, there is a what kind of family you are belong to, and that is into the Proto-Bulgarians, in the Proto-Bulgarian writings. For and during this process, a lot of people they lost that belief because they were forced to believe in the Christianity. Uh, Iran, it's Aryan race, yes. Bulgarians, we have this inside of us. We are part of it, even though some people don't want to accept it. It doesn't matter if you want to accept it or not. The truth is truth. Are there Bogomils now in Bulgaria? There is some traits left over. Some people connect the Bogomils to Bein Saduno, but it's a little different because Bein Saduno study occultism and all these things. He kind of like brought both sides, but he studied from the White Brotherhood in the United States, and there was the most knowledge about the things that goes beyond. Just because he had the abilities of who he is, for he was able to create this White Brotherhood here in Bulgaria. If I have to say the traits over, probably I will. Some of the things that the Bogomils left it, that is the dance over a fire, or called nestinari in Bulgarian. That is after you burn the wood, that it's only kind of like this hot pieces left, and the people dance on the top of it without them burning their feet. And things are you burning your demons. The demons can't survive the fire from within. That's the occultism part. Is like once you go through the cleansing fire, you on the other side, you are begin to be as who you are. So the truth and has always been a crucial throughout the history of the world. But for the twin flames, we're talking about specifically. That John, is nice that your TF, it's from Iranian. Um, we don't pick and choose. The divine choose your twin flame, and you know how that all goes. It's divine orchestrate. Everything in your life is divine orchestrate. Uh, if we have to, that's an adjustments that goes and everything else. But why did the truth is needed for the twin flames? Okay, the need to be a truthful, it opens and enables the real powers from within the twin flames. That's what came on it. The runner runs from the truth, the chaser chasing the truth. I mean, some of the chasers there will come to me. Well, what should I do? I chase them. I want to talk to them. I write them. They don't want to be have. They block communications and they all this and they all that. You want the truth. If somebody doesn't want to give you the truth, then there is something wrong with them, not with you. We'll keep repeating you this to yourself. But when you enable the truth in you, you're getting the power that belong to you. You're not responsible for the other side. Okay? Never ever chase a person. Don't chase. Okay? If somebody doesn't have the balls, the guts, and to comes in as like, you know, that is the truth. Okay, that's what I feel. That's what that is. Yeah, you can go ahead and work with the truth. Okay, because you work with the divine, and they're working with the divine. It's not like you working with your boss. Your boss can tell you, hey, what's going on, what's happened with this, and you're like, well, we cannot find this tool, we can't fix the things, but you know exactly where the tool is. It's somewhere hidden that you just don't want to do the job. You know exactly what the situation is, you just don't want to fix it because something inside of you tells you don't fix it. Okay, I mean, if you hide that tool, you know that for hour, guess what, you're gonna get pie, right? I seen this. I seen people doing things like this, and guess what? You get in pie, and you're cool, and you're okay. But guess what? The divine knows what's going on. So the same person did it the same thing with hitting the tool again. Okay, but this time people knew where the tool was. Now they brought the tool, and it's like, here you go. Don't you forget you were the last one. You put it over there. And now they look at him like, be careful, we're watching you. Okay, so things like this can be kind of like hidden from the divine. The divine, you can't manipulate, cheat, go around, or use a logic to go around tricking or being a trickster or so on. It doesn't work that way. The only thing the divine asking you is about be the truth. Good, bad, ugly, whatever it is. The truth is naked. It doesn't have clothes. Okay? The lie took the clothes of the truth and put that on. But that clothes, they're heavy weight in your soul. They're the weight within your soul. And if we have a problem with all this confusion and all this stuff, is because you getting more energies in the things that are not truthful, and you don't have energy to be your truth. So doing a self-evaluation is crucial. John has a question, but will Chaser realize in the future? Why would you bring us together and then one keep running? But the Chaser realize the future. Realizing the future, it will kind of like give it to you at some point and somehow from within. If God put you together, God separates you together for things that you don't see, things that you don't know, for things that wasn't the right time or the right moment. You need to understand that the first time when it brings you together, as you guys know in the Twin Flames, the inner chaser, it's kind of like a no escape from. You have no escape from this. Why? The reason the runner and chaser exists is because of this truth. That is the amount of the inner work of the process of evolving, coming in together, clear these situations, clear this stuff. When the chaser begin to chase, he forget to do the inner work. You don't chase the person doesn't run. They can go and they can run. Can they escape in the universe? They can't escape the divine. Nope. Nope. Then why would you chase something that God knows how to hold on to it? You don't. You don't chase. If somebody comes in and, in example, they don't tell you the truth. It's like, well, so and so is missing you, so and so is looking for you, but they don't tell you that they're actually the one missing you. What is the truth on that? It doesn't. And Devon says, like, nope. you ain't gonna have the same connection because of something else that triggers that. Four. Why God bring us together and 10, one keep running? He's the one other person. He has unfinished business. He has things, maybe culture, religion, maybe somebody manipulates them, maybe parents push him away, maybe there is a age gap difference like most of the twin flames have. Maybe there is a lack of information. Maybe they never been loved in that way. Maybe they have fear of rejections or fear of commitment. I mean, we did the fear of commitment last night. That was a great video. Um, there is so many things, but once you go through this and you find the truth, okay, I mean, all the crap that it's behind you, all the shitty stuff that goes off, God kind of like says like, oh, okay, you admit your truth, you admit your things, and now I can let you go in. I can go back in there. I can go get things in there. But if the person doesn't do it, then God says like, well, I won't be working with you. That is the divine works with the truth. The divine works with some things that goes on. And when you are in the twin flames, you're chasing that truth. You want that truth. You want them to be the truth. Okay? But they have to become the truth. Even you. The both two units have to be the truth with the divine. And for that moment, you've been truthful with the divine, and the divine is there, and it makes that magical connection. It creates all these things and show you the miracles and show how powerful everything is. And then all of a sudden, the one person goes back into the old ways, then poof, no connections. The one suffer, the divine is like, it is what it is. I'm going to work in healing you. I'm going to work on the truth of the other. And that's what separations is. But why? The question is deep within the why. It is that once everything gets cleared out and the truth comes in, you have true energy, true vibrations, you have a true love, you have a true connection with divine, and you have a true connections with the twin flame. So everything begin 100% truthful. That's your end of the journey as a twin flame. And hopefully you guys getting this because that is how you enter through that door in your internal world to the paradise. To the paradise, it's state of conditions of who you are. You get into these magical things. You as a twin flame knows this. You kind of like craving for this. You craving for that internal peace and that love and everything else. But guess what? The only way you go through it is 100% truthful with the divine. Divine testing your truth and then says like, okay, you got a ticket, go in. And that's the reason that some of your twin flames, they're never going to return because they're not truthful. They're not. Lindy Cowling said, don't put your life on hold, and you should not. You put your life on hold, then your life, when it's on hold, you're blocking your personal growth, you blocking your vibrations, you're blocking your energy, and you're blocking working with the divine in you. Okay? I mean, do what you have to do. You're going to get guidance, you're going to get energy, you're going to get maybe a new job, a new place, or you may going to do something new. Well, you're going to be taken care of. But the person, sometimes, I'm getting, I had this case, they were twin flames, and I said they were, yeah, because it's in the past. Um, he was coming, he cried out, he said like, yeah, I changed, I worked on this, I worked on that, and he stays there for like 2 3 weeks and then disappears. It just disappears, only using the person for a little bit, and then disappears. Nobody knows where he's at. And then all of a sudden comes back again. It's like, yeah, I changed, I did this. No, it didn't change. You accepting the person because you accepting these toxic things because you are dependent on their love. But the truth is that person has a something that he hasn't solved. He's depressed, or he's got issues that they're not based on the truth. If that person commit the problem and you work together with the problem, it can be fixed because the truth can fix the problem. But lack of the truth, okay, creates the problem even more. Creates the problem because when you go into the negative, the more energy you put into the negative, the more negative things you're attracting in life. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the chat. Maria Richards, yes. The truth will find its way. Yes. You say don't put on hold. Don't put your life on hold. That comes in from very early back in the awakening process as a twin flames. There was only a few people. I mean, come on, we're talking about 12 years ago or something. Lindy Cowling, during the awakening process, she made quite a few very good videos, okay? And as everybody, the twin flames, we rise up because the people, the people can watch more videos of how to get my twin flame compared to the high vibes video that comes in, okay? Happens to all of us, simply because the people still on the basic levels of things. But Lindy Cowling said one thing in there: don't put your life on hold. And that got stuck into me because I was really put my life on hold. I was waiting. The person who wake me up in the twin flame journey, she will comes to me, she will say things, she will admit things. I was waiting. I mean, everybody knew the truth. They see the truth. Everybody was like, what the heck? But not she. She never did it. Why? Why they're blind? Who blinds them? The lies. And that's what the divine look for it. But having this type of energy experience with a partner, then how can any partner do? Um, you need to understand that if the divine puts you and the divine wants you to do something and you're capable of it, think it more like a job. If the one coworker doesn't want to work in the team, okay, divine has to do a job for a progress. You surrender to the divine. You surrender to God. That part, surrendering to God. You accept to be in the service of God. You're going to remind it here about that service. Once you be reminded about that truth, you are right now in service of God. God puts you wherever you need to be, whoever we need to be. He knows everything. He may send you there to help a family. He may send you on this place to be there. He may send you on different places. And he's like, yeah, this person in that level with you, this person's that level with you. But It is about through you doing his job. Okay? Is in the twin flames is that thing. God shows through you what he's got in the plate for the person. Does the person want to take it or not? If they don't want to take it, there's something else will happen. Because divine doesn't want to keep you empty-handed. But you will understand when the divine comes and talking to you and getting into you, they do it. They do it because they want more people in the paradise than we want to be in the paradise. You want to understand what that is for it. The more we are happy internally within our state of paradise, the more happy they are. The more happiness there is in the universe. The more creation happens in the universe. Okay, this is not just you to cuddle and have all this. No, it's bigger than that. It's way bigger than that. Twin flames, it's way bigger than that. That is a divine connection for it. Light worker 555. I think the TF purpose is to evolve the souls and get each individual on their path. Yes and no, light worker, and I'll tell you why. Because if you've been in the union with the divine and another person, you will understand that each path can be a path. Okay? But if the divine puts you together, it has its purpose. If that purpose cannot be fulfilled, yes, each one of them can have their own path. But the original path was you to learn that this connection with the divine work, and you won't miss it. Once you get in this connection with the divine that works and performs miracles and things like this, maybe not right away. It depends of your situations and things or the other person and so on. But down the road, when you look at it, you're going to compare every other things that you have to this. You won't find it. You won't find it. That is a part of realization of what that is. See, without the realization is the part of the truth. Without that realization process, there is no return of the twin flame, that returning part of the twin flames to reignite the love. But this time, there is no baggage. There is no lies and things like this. So if you're talking about of each one of them, they are on their own path, by thinking of they're in their own path and clean slate and clean things, you might be talking about that they have to try other things to realize what they have. You see, this process of realizations before union. I mean, you guys can talk to Sherry and Leah, and you can talk to Angie and Rob, or to Infinity. You can talk to Twin Flame Healers. You want to understand. They explain there what this realization process is. What did they have to do for? And they had to say the truth. That was it. It was simple? No. They had to drag themselves through hell to understand there is nothing else is like that. Marshall, thank you for having me here. And I hope that light work you will understand this. This energy of realization. It's gonna be hard. because without realization, a lot of the people without the realizations, they look their twin flame. Usually that's what happens. They're realizing, well, this, and this, but they don't look themselves. Same as the running, chasing thing. That's how it goes. Until they don't find the truth within themselves, look at themselves in the mirror. That's what it is. Okay, let's see if there is a. Yes, thanks, Dio. He's the runner, and no awareness or acceptance for it. Jenny, hi, Jenny. Can it be too late for the runner to stop running and the chase it runs and the chaser runs? Of being late for it. Just for a second, I can close the door because there's some noise coming out of the door. Oh, that's better because I can concentrate when I listen. Some sound comes in for it. Here is it's like a drywall with no insulation. You can hear everything. Can be too late. There is never late. In the divine, there is never late. But the only rush on the divine it is if will interfere within the destiny for when you are destined to something to happen. That is very rare, though. But ultimately, in the universe, as a human-based years, let me tell you that our life in the universe, it's like a multi-milliseconds of what's going on in the universe. Our life is the multi-milliseconds of what the life is going on in the universe. Our perception for time, it's completely different than what it is. But if we have to, in certain time, to do something for evolutions here, sometimes that could be a crucial. Depends of who you are for. All right, let's see. Can be too late for the runner to stop running. I think he's a runner and no answer acceptance. Chaser runs. Oh, when the chaser is fed up, yeah, the chaser becomes the runner. Why? He give you so many second chances. He might have a lot of patience with you. He maybe give you so many opportunities. He patiently waited, but you, as a runner, never talk to him about the issue. You talk to him about everything else, but not about the issue. And sometimes the runner runs so bad, so ugly bad, that the chaser is like, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. That human thing, I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you. And here he goes. The chaser becomes a runner. He puts blocks all over the place and just boof. Sometimes this could be problems to human-based behaviors. This is where the psychology goes in because there could be something that needs to be fixed within life. And this is why I study psychology, because some of the problems out there that I see is their behavior, not things. And the behavior sometimes is crucial. We're talking about the people who are, their behavior, it's toxic, but they know how to be on the twin flames. And there is this pattern of toxic behaviors that all of a sudden, if you are this evolved personality and you get this toxic behavior towards you, then you're like, fix your toxicity, fix your things. I don't want it. Bye. And that's how the chaser becomes the runner, because the chaser has to protect himself from the toxicity. That is a one of the things is that the chaser doesn't want it to have this toxic energies encounters, because it prevents him from sustain or evolve. And it could be ugly as you can think. There was a lot of people who's been in a toxic relationships of this. There is this energy and everything, and so on. I had somebody who messaged me. It's like he went to this girl there, and would talk, and she began to explain to him things and so on. And it's like he come back and he called me. It's like, Dio, what's going on? And he's like, let me look this, let me look that, look charts, and I told him this person is like, that's coming from the behavior problem. And I begin to ask him about the behavior problems, and he's like, yeah, that's what happened, that's what it was. She acted like that, like that. Yeah, okay. Well, you gotta let it go. You gotta let this person go. And I work with him now. He can sustain himself up, to sustain himself up, because he was damaged during, because he poured his life and everything in there, and now it's damaged. And that's what that is. But sometimes it's healthy for the chaser to become the runner. He runs because he's wounded. That's what usually this happens. Um, John Jones, yeah, I became very, I was sick of triggers and I accept the triggers. They confirm the reason. Lightworker 555. Do you all here communicate with your twin and 5D? Lightworker 555, let me reply to you. You probably know Mel Goldrake Twin Flame, who said, I only give her 5 minutes a day to talk to me, if it's even that. Why? And the 5D. Yeah, the talk on the 5D, it's good, it's great. But sometimes that disconnection is cut. Why? Because it requires internal communications from within. Because when you go in a 5D and you become the scream, yell, and have internal 5 fits in a 5D, all of a sudden this energy of the divine just comes in. It's like, no, you guys cannot scream in the paradise. That's not what's created for, and it's cut off. You can give them, and that's what Mel said. Give it like a 5 minutes a day, because if you're not truthful and not honest, no, I can't let you in there. That's what the truth is all about. So the 5D is a beautiful energy. It's the way they're meant to be. I have a 5D with other people too. If you have not watched the Soul Phone video created way back, maybe 5 years ago, 4 years ago, that's the name of the channel. It's called the Soul Phone. This is when you know someone's vibrations, you can dial them in over the 5D. I was talking about this telepathic connections and everything else, and 2 years ago, professors, finally, they discovered that we have this, really, we have this telepathic abilities. Okay, so I made a post over there in a video for you guys talking about the CHET system, but that's what the 5D is. We are way too more advanced. We don't know pretty much ourselves as humans, as a species. We probably know maybe 10% of ourselves, of what our abilities and capabilities are. Yeah. I'm that now. I moved on my own path and surrendered him and us to the universe, and I'm repairing the damage. Yeah, the damage has to be repaired. Yeah, you have to lick your wounds like a dog, or you have to go ahead and go out, be in the nature, be silent, and getting away from everybody after months on these fights. And healing, it's hard but it's a healthy in a way. The reason that it's healthy in a way is clears the things from within you. And yeah, you gotta go down to the pit of the bottom of everything. That's how you probably missed certain things. But down in the pit, you found the truth. Okay. There was a story about a farmer who had two sons and a farm, and he wanted to leave the farm to someone with everything. So he put everything in one big chest. He got the chest he covered it with the manure. I mean, big giant mountain of manure. And he got his sons. And he told them, um, this needs to be, that is, a lot of things in there, and you guys can find things. And the one of the sons says, like, well, I don't. It's manure. I don't believe there is something in there. Plus, I want to go and live in the life. And the other son just grabs the shovel and go and digs out to the manure, and he found everything. And here is that two people can be presented with the same opportunities, but the one of them choose maybe not. But if you look at it, more of the story on this is that if the two brothers come together and they digging in that manure out, they could be stick together. Long time ago, this mutual connections about family has been so tight. The family helps each other. Nowadays, the way I look like, well, the most family members, if they stay together for 2 hours, that will be a miracle. For So we have this behavior issues as society that we need to change, and that's where the twin flames comes up. The twin flames has a lot of purposes behind this, behind all this relationship, behind all that. It is about change, evolution, reminders, brings the divine connections, brings this behavior connections, brings this deep values, and the new energy that comes in to work with energy. I mean, it's harsh on the people who are twin flames. It's hard on us. You tell me that it's easy, or you picked that up. You're here. You're as a twin flame. You will do all that. You know exactly what that is. All right. Realm of telepathy. Nurtures heal life. Hey, how are you? Welcome here. Um, Maria Richards, Realm of Telepathy, 5D. The 5D is incredible because that is the miracle world. 4D, it's the world of duality. That's the place where you try manipulations, you try things, you try magic. That's the magical world, the 4D. But there is a difference between a magic and manifestation and a miracle. Okay, the magic and the manifestation, some kind, they work with personal desires, with flavors of manipulations because you want it to be under control. And that's why most of the twin flames, they get there, into the 4D, into the duality, and they stay there in that infinity fight between good and bad, and so on and so on. They don't move beyond the 5D. They don't find the internal peace within the 5D to move up. Okay. But when they begin with the truth, they begin up into the divine. The miracles begin to happen. Those miracles, they're all of a sudden everything, it's kind of like works in your favor, performing miracles. You don't have to manifest for something. It miraculously manifests itself. That's how the high the vibes are. Okay? That's how high they are. You just think about something and it's either an instant or all of a sudden, boom, something happens. And you're like, what the heck? I don't believe that this energy can do this. You need to understand that things with the divine can be miraculously happens. They can be. But your faith and your truth with the divine determines that. If you're in the 4D and you manipulate, you control, you want more power, because with the power you believe you can do so much more. Power and money are based off the ego. Power and money brings the disaster now into the world, not something else. And that's why the humanity can go 5D. Yeah, we increased the vibrations as a twin flame. We did a lot of things that we did as a twin flames. But guess what? How many of the people are in the 5D and being true and honest? We have a lot of work to do. A hell of a lot of work to do. In order the divine to work with the miracles. Soul evolution towards sacred union, yes. Because everyone in this world wants to be happy, deep down there. Unless you are a person who, something's wrong with you and you experiencing happiness from making other people miserable. Right there, I can help you. That's what this is. We can do it. Can we do any practice to get into the 5D? Be a truthful and honest as a practice into a 5D. You have to have this state of being like an angel, almost, in order to get to this miracle 5D. Otherwise, there won't be no performance, because in order to perform that miracle to happen, okay, let me put it this way. You're the phone, but you have no battery. You cannot operate. You need someone to charge you. Okay? So you need this connection between the phone and the charging source. It's the same way with you. You need this divine connections to charge you so you can be able to be a conduit for that energy. as they say, the whole point it is to be the art like and to be in heaven, to be an art like in heaven. Okay, you are that conduit. You are that wire that connects to the God. The more clear, the more larger is it. That's how it is. So the more problems you get, you evolve from this, and the more connection with divine you have, the more things comes up. That is one word. The bigger the problem, the bigger the miracle. But at some point, it's like, I don't want any more problems. You don't want to evolve, and you're fed up. You don't want to do it. You don't want to be with this. You don't want to be with that. Yeah, there's gonna be a moments like this. Shadows of doubts and things like that. But 5D, it's very powerful connection. With 5D, you can do miracles. I mean, you can do a distance healing. All you have to do is thinking about the person. You're connected with his vibes. You go ahead and you send that energies inside of you of the person. That energy goes in there, gives them internal peace. The internal peace go down, creates a balance with the hormones within the person and the body. The person begins to feel better. You go using the 5D and they're about healing. You give them a love, and all of a sudden that person calls you back. It's like, holy crap, that was fast. It is. But how many of us can have these capabilities? How many? How many can believe in that we have these abilities? That's what we don't know, what we are capable of it. We don't. And the worst part is we're suppressing ourselves. We do. We still have this animal parts inside of you, this ego man mentality of my own property, my own cave, my one stick of wood. We still have that old mentality. Instead of to understand that we live here and we're all together in the same house called Earth. There is no mine or yours. We have a lot to grow. But that is the truth again. That is the truth. It is what it is. All right, let me see what's going on with the chat. The Miracle Realm. I love it. John, welcome. Hope it helps. So everyone is saying they're connecting in the 5D is an angel type. Nope. Not all 5Ds are connected to that type. You need to understand the way the light is light and the dark is dark. The dark has its own 5D. The light has its own 5D. But that is the union of between them of coexisting. Yin yang, okay, it's also a sort of it. If you separate in a way, you will understand this things. There is some people who have a vibes totally opposite, totally the same vibes, okay, but behind the vibes they have a different agenda than the agenda of this, okay. um, they like to take instead of give, okay. So it's 5D on these cases can be created for another evolutions in there. This is the place where the light and the dark they meet to expand the universe. But that, if I have to explain you this expansion of the universe, probably I have to do another topic that's involved a lot of energies to get. It's energy that it's getting inside of a black hole that explodes from this mixture with love and all this positive and negative, everything gets put into a one giant brewing uh, place, and all of a sudden it just poof explodes and the universe expands. This is like creation. Okay, you can't create something only from the one side of the realm. It doesn't exist like that. There is no such a balance with. If you create the light, there is also a creation of dark. If it's a creation of dark, there is also creations of light. That that is the ultimate thing. But the universe wants to expand. The visible universe right now, according to astronomers, it is like 15% we are universe, and the rest of them it's pure darkness. What is that pure darkness is? That is an opportunity to grow. But in order for that growth to happen, it has to have this 5, 7, 12, 24D mixture to expand. You don't understand how to create a new world. That it's after you evolve from here, being twin flame, you beginning to serve the universe, God, to create world. You create another world. You maybe create another galaxy. That it's different responsibility. So four. Okay, let's see. Duality exists in this realm also. Yes, duality is existing pretty much everything except love. The love, it's the only one vibe that it's on its own. I'm talking about the pure love. Okay, it's blind. It doesn't see anything. It's all it sees is love. The vibes of love. That's what it is. The opposite direction, if they want to say opposite, it's hate, but it's not hate. It's something else. It's mostly jealousy. It's mostly something else. Uh, for, but it doesn't have the power of love. The power of love, the love unites the positive and the negative, coming together, working towards common goal. Only the love can unite. Only the love can unite twin flames of opposite directions. Nothing else. The love is the glue of the universe. Okay, the love. I mean, even if the whole universe right now collapse and go back into this giant black hole that it created from some point, then it's going to blow up again sooner or later because of so much energy that is there, so much potential, so much growth. And it's going to do it again. I mean, 4 or 5 days ago, they said that the universe is shrinking, but we'll see how that determines. For now, we only have to consider for here for now, not what's going to happen into 300 billion years from now on. That's a whole another story. We have to go into this. Remote healing can be so draining if you're only using the healer's energy alone. The universe energy sent with love as the energy of the energy that we all are. Not to let yourself be sucked by energy. Johnny, 90% of the people who does a distance healing, they work not with their own power. They work from operate from the universe energy. They get the universe energy and they just only transmute it because If you kind of like get an energy from you to give to the person, you actually transfer everything you knew that is into that person. The proper way of doing the distance healing is like you picture the beautiful light that it's from your crown chakra. You take the energies inside of you. You visualize the person. It's his energy. You call them in. You establish the 5D, and then you send that energies through it. This energy goes on. Basically, the distance healing is you send energy when someone is so bad that they cannot get the energies by themselves. The bottom line, that's what distance healing is. The distance healing, it's powerful, but I won't abuse this power. This power works only with certain cases and certain situations. Okay, and if you have to be involved in this, you do it. Now, you as a practitioner on a distance healing, that is your gift. That is your profession. You do it. You know how to do it. I won't go there. But you as a twin flame, you also have this power of distance healing. You do it. You know how to work with energy deep inside of you. It's in your core information when you wake up as a twin flame. You know, it's a twin flame. Once you wake up, you discover the new programs that you have, and you testing them, you look at them, you evolve with them, then maybe you get in your downloads programs. You guys know what I'm talking about. Within universe, you have this information coming inside of you, especially now during the Mercury retrogrades. So, Jane Scott, yes, I understand the healing. I learned the hard way to protect myself. Good, very good. So, well, guys, if you have some few questions, I will take a few. I've been here for an hour and a half, and I have a client for an astrology that I need to work with. They're waiting on me. So we'll give you kind of like an extra 10 minutes with the questions. And meantime, I will try to wrap this up. The truth is the one that actually enables these gifts that we talk about. The truth it enables your powers as a twin flames. If the missing the truth is there, then your powers begin to fade out, or you begin to hate God. It's like, let God's judge me and all that stuff and all that crap that goes on. Later on, some of those people, they trigger the dark night of the soul. Things that's whole another game. But to wrap this up is, the more you have this truth within you, the more you're gonna head out to the right directions with your gifts, with your abilities, with your 5D, with your energies, with your happiness, with the love inside of you. And the more and more go, you understand what that is from within. Dio, can you email an address I sent so I can pick up for readings and help? Can you email an address I sent? Where did you send that, John? Where did you send that email? Let me know. If you send me an email or send me some stuff, I can go ahead and find it. If you can connect with me on the Facebook, I use the Facebook as a official communications. I try not to overwhelm my personal emails because it is. I mean, I have an email through Google that I don't use, and I don't like to use it. because I learned that lesson of the emails way back, that people use your email for like everything. I was spammed to the roof. I mean, spammed to the roof. So you can email me. I mean, if you want, you can write under the comment your email address. I can pick it from here, John. I'll send you an email, and we can talk about it. Okay. Uh, so to finish it up with this, the truth, it's the power of purification. You purify yourself. And once you purify it, you are able to get into that state of paradise within you. That state of internal peace. You're looking at for that internal peace. Why the internal peace? Uh, that it's a funny part, because you're tired of this running, chasing through all your lifetimes here, and you're like, okay, I want my peace. I'm done with this. I finish it up. I'm just done. And that's what this purification, the word is. You're done with the done thing to begin a new beginning, to begin a new life, to begin this magical miracle life that you want for. So the peace comes from within, not anyone else. Yes, first comes within. Exactly like working. The peace, it first comes from within. You have it. Then that peace, it's kind of like transformed to others. But when somebody comes in and disturb your peace and things like this, that yeah, divine says like, we'll see. Things are going to be evolved more and more. I mean, we still know just that tiny, tiny bit. But looking at go back, the process of the twin flames. So how the twin flames evolved. I mean, the whole humanity now knows what twin flames is. So, I mean, come on, we did a process for the last 12 years as a journey as twin flames. Incredible. We did a lot of work, and you can pat yourself on the back. You deserve it if you did that work. Because 10 years ago, there was a people who contact me. It's like, Dio, where were you 30 years ago? We didn't know what this connection is. I felt that pain because somebody did not do the work prior. But now, here is. Energy is here, but people is not ready. We have this 5D energy. We have this age of Aquarius upon our heads, but we are not ready. Why? Now we have to hush hush or do things. And divine is like, here it goes, it comes. Like it or not, here I come. Boom. And that's what this is. All right, guys. Well, love you for being here. Thank you so much for watching it. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the your donations that you guys make. And I wish you to have a great day. And guys, just be love. Thank you. Be love.